Well, good morning to you all. Good morning. Sunday, the 3rd of March 2024. Yeah, we had some rain in the night, not huge amounts, but some. And we wake up today to what looks like a nicer day. But Sunday. So, what do we do on a Sunday morning? We drive to Nicole's house. We play a couple of games of Scrabble and drink some coffee. And then we will be going to church, which will be a delight. And of course, today is the 3rd Sunday of Lent. Now in French that's carême, because we are rushing inexorably towards Easter, which in French is Pâques. And the Vendredi Saint, Sanctified Friday, if you like, as a sort of translation. In English we'd normally call that Good Friday, and of course Good Friday, a lot of the shops and a lot of places will be shut, but there we are. Anyway, let's concentrate on some driving. At times it can be a little frustrating trying to show you beauty that surrounds us here. So far on this journey I have seen 2 hares. Yeah, or possibly has, depending whether they were boys or girls. And of course I didn't capture it on the camera. If you know what hares are like, you will understand that even if I wasn't driving, trying to chase a hare around a field with a camera is just not going to work. They do make me a little bit nervous because hares will turn at 90 degrees. They'll be running along and then suddenly they will just turn at 90 degrees. Now, both of these turned 90 degrees away from me. That's not always the case, but yeah, the chance of catching it on camera pretty much nil, so sorry about that. You just have to imagine some hares. Of course, you all know about the bald man who went to the tattooist, and he said to the tattooist, "Can you tattoo some rabbits on my head?" The tattooist said, "Yeah, I'll do anything, but can you tell me why?" And the gentleman said, "Well, from a distance they look like hares." Well, there's no point having friends with chickens unless you help them collect the eggs. Collect, as in steal. So, now then, have we got any? We haven't. Yes, we have. There's one over there. That's a silly place to put that, isn't it? There's Madame la Goose. What? here and let this car go past, because I don't want to end up in the ditch, and neither do they. Anyway, life can be way more surreal sometimes than the writers of famous comedy programs could ever get away with. One of our sisters, one of the nuns at the church, comes from Kansas, and she's a delight. She's always laughing and giggling, and she is in charge of the gardens, which would be good if she knew anything about gardening, but she's learning. And my pal Francois, he is a professional horticulturalist. He can tell you all sorts of things about when you've got to plant onions and soil temperatures, and he's an expert. And his mother, Nicole, she for many years was a professional market gardener, so between them they know a thing or two about gardening. So naturally, young Sister Marie Morris asks Nicole and Francois about what she should be doing with the Abbey Gardens, and they cheerfully tell her. So this morning we were talking about planting leeks. Now, I don't know how many of you know about planting leeks. You start them in a seed tray, and when they're 2, 3, 4 inches tall in the seed tray, you plant them out. And the normal method is you dib a row of holes in the dirt, and you put one leek in each hole, and then you water them in. It's quite simple. I might even show you later in the year. But Nicole said it's really useful if you know someone who's got a wooden leg. You just tell them to walk up and down your vegetable garden. Now, Sister Marie, she speaks very, very good French, but somehow all of this just got a bit lost in translation. So between us, we had to explain the concept of a man with a wooden leg walking up and down your garden, making holes to plant leeks in. And I just thought, what a shame I couldn't have videoed that conversation. But yeah, if you, I did ask if there's one of the nuns, if any of the nuns have got a wooden leg. Apparently not. But there we are. Right, let's get back, put the kettle on, drink tea, think about what we're going to be doing.